We're live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Cheers. Get the microphone closer. Welcome, everybody. Hope you can hear me fine. Obviously, I've been so censored by YouTube that hardly anybody sees anything these days on a live. So welcome if you're on playback. And I'm sorry. It's due to my telling the truth that's caused this. So I'll try my best not to tell the truth and follow all the other podcasters and just keep away from the truth. Yeah, very challenging. But I guess when we're doing this kind of work, which is inspirational work, it still isn't censored yet. So that's a good thing. That will come. That will be the next level. They don't want you to be happy. And first of all, what they're doing now is, I don't know if you've noticed, they're taking away your businesses. So what they're doing is trying to charge you taxes, more taxes, wherever you are in the world, more and more tax. It's not because they need the money. They don't need the money. They print paper. They print it, guys. They don't need money. They just make you think that. What they're doing is just deliberately and systematically putting the taxes up so small businesses crush. The point being, what they're trying to fulfill is a Hunger Games society. If you don't know what that is, watch the Hunger Games. That's exactly like it is. It will be the elite looking upon people in what are going to be called smart cities, which are not so smart, where you'll be just like sheep huddled in there, not be able to go anywhere, while the elites will be on the islands eating the best food, and you'll be just eating basically garbage that those that pretend to be the front people of the Bill Gates Foundation, which is all absolute bullshit. It's basically huge amounts of, let me put it straight, it's a few hundred families that control this world, and basically their plan is playing out so easily. Why? Because all the sheep fall for it, and that's where we're heading to. So we might as well enjoy ourselves in the meantime. So what am I doing today? I'm doing uplifting tarot reading, short tarot reading, three angel card readings, and a couple of books, all from my work, what I've done in the past. So we're gonna start straight away. Where's my glasses? Where's them glasses that I wear? I wonder if they're in here. They are. Okay. They're nice and clean. So hope you're all doing well. From the bottom of my heart. Coming to the, oh yeah, what am I sporting today, you may ask? I'm sporting a beautiful piece. You see the color of it when it catches the light? This is a beautiful crystal, very delicate, so you have to be careful with this crystal. When you wear it with another crystal, make sure you're not doing anything silly with it. You know, if you're working with it as a healer, then that's fine. But this is called Vivianite, very powerful. So today, what I've been sat here working for a few hours. I've worked on 3 Moldavite Besanitses. So these are the next quality down from Besanit's Hedgehog AA. So these are classed as grade A. So these are very beautiful. I've worked on 3 today. You can't see them properly. Worked on a beautiful piece of Brandberg. Again, you're not going to be able to see the color and the quality of it. It's a shame, but it's absolutely phenomenal. What else have I worked with? One more beautiful piece here of onyx. So it's been a lovely day just working with these and doing some uploads of some beautiful crystals on Bajerski.com. So right, let's get going, shall we? Okay, what do you want to start with today? Let's start with first edition. These are the first edition angel cards. I used to give these away all the time. Beautiful. All right, so if you've ever got a deck like this and somebody's feeling down, you just ask them to pull a card out, and you'll see how easily and how quick people will uplift. So our message today is this. Our message today is path of happiness, and I'm sure we all need to find that path. So let me read it. The secret to walking a path of happiness is to surround yourself with beautiful people who love you and whom you can love in return, with no judgment over each other. So it's a short and sweet message. It's a message that I feel is vital for your happiness. If you're with people who basically judge you, you're going to be in a negative place. You're always going to be in a fearful place. You're always going to be in a worrying place or an angry place, a really low place. When people love you for who you are yourself. You can be yourself. You don't have to feel, what should I say? What shouldn't I say? There is no sense of feeling imprisoned in your own thoughts and your voice. So it really is. I've seen so much healing take place when those that came for psychic reads, healings, that I saw the difference between the first time that I met them and maybe 2 or 3 times after. And I always found that they found the strength to walk away from certain people. And it was always difficult for sensitives to walk away from beautiful people, because sensitives don't want to make anybody else feel pain like they go through. So it's like, we battle with this. Well, if they're hurting me and I feel bad, then I don't want to hurt somebody else and make them feel bad. However, there are different types of spirits in these bodysuits. And unfortunately, now you're starting to see the disconnect with a lot of people. That disconnect, I sometimes talk about 2 hands, 2 gloves coming together. That's the spirit and the bodysuit. But somebody mentioned it today, this morning, and put it in a much better way. Our physical body is like a violin, and our spirit plays the music. And if our body is filled with toxins, poisons, if it's sprayed, if it's radiated, then when the spirit tries to play the violin, the body, it's out of tune. So you just don't hear it. It just doesn't make any sense. It sounds dreadful. So my guidance is to do as much as you can to look after your body, to heal yourself, to cleanse yourself by way of let food be thy medicine, let medicine be thy food. Always surround yourself with people who love you for who you are, so you can love them back for who they are. Okay? So that was first edition. Let's go on to the second edition. Okay. Okay, second edition. Okay, I shall read your message, which looks like simplicity. There are people who will take a simple solution and make it into something more complicated. True answers are the simplest ones. Take the time to listen, and you will find the answer in simplicity. So I realized when I started this field of work that there were 2 types of people. The first type were the ones who went to school, who did extremely well, and then went on to college, and then went on to university, and then got the fantastic job, whether it was a doctor, whether it was a scientist, whether it was a mathematician. And those that I read for, who somehow ended up next to me while I was reading for them, possibly most likely because of their partners insisting that they went. And I realized that it was like cracking open a walnut that had so much programming that surrounded their brain that they were unable to listen to anything other than the program that was inside. So it was extremely difficult to talk to highly educational people, really challenging to get through because they could not see. But then I realized it wasn't that they couldn't see, It was that they did not want to see. They didn't want to break the illusion of the program that they were in. And for me, it took a while to understand this. And after a while, I realized that psychic readings don't really work, no matter what you say to them, because in that programming, there's always a kind of safety mechanism that will stop them from breaking free from it. It's like the brain will deliberately pull you back into it, so it will make excuses. It will actually shut you down from what you're listening to, even if it is beautiful and powerful. But what I found really, really worked with those kind of people was healing, because healing is simply no words. So the brain cannot fight back with no words. So after an hour and a half of a healing session, if I don't say anything and I wave goodbye and they go out of that door, all they've got to argue with is themselves. There is no argument. There's just no argument. There's only what was felt. So what will happen then is their tough shell is now struggling to hold on to that, because the energy that was given to them is now somehow, and I don't know how, but somehow melting away this thick brick wall around it. And all of a sudden, from being a mind person, they start to open up their heart and something magical happens. So I never give up on people who are like that, but I always know that healing is the answer, not a conversation. Just something for you healers out there to think about. Let your work speak for itself. Let the energy of healing do its work. Okay, brilliant. That was great. Okay, let's follow on from, we'll turn to this book here. This is From My Heart to Yours. It's a daily dose of inspiration. I've sold thousands of copies, and I've sold tens of thousands of the ebook to this, and people use it regularly. I've met people on the streets for the past years now who say, look, they have it in their bag and it's a bit worn out. And I think, good for you. Just like my tarot cards over there, worn out, but it just shows that you've been using it. So if I ask you today to give me a number between 20 and 160, I'll pick the first number out. That's the first number that came out. So LJL 87. Welcome. Lovely to have you here. That's 108. Let's see what your message is and how it relates to your life and our life today. Wow, that's a long one. Right, so bear with me. Okay. So listen to the message, even though I'm not a brilliant reader. Please listen to the message and see what you get from it. And actually, it's your turn to do a little bit of homework right now, and it's going to be a spontaneous homework. After I've read this message, I want you in one sentence to tell me what you felt that message meant to you. Okay. You're not going to believe this. Hey, you guys are amazing. Okay. And I don't know this person if you're thinking I'm winding you up and I'm doing this deliberately. I've never heard of LJL 87, but yes, they're working through you today. There is more to life than the facts and logic from our minds and what we are convinced to believe from outside influence and conditioning. One of those limited beliefs is death. We are never, ever truly dead. We never truly die. There is absolutely no such thing as death. We simply move into the light or vibrate into the light. We go home, back to where we came from, where lives the energy of love, peace, happiness beyond our mind's understanding. If you still your mind, every now and again, you can catch a glimpse into that very place that is your one true home. Our spirit world works parallel with this world and helps us understand. You never say goodbye. You are never alone. You are held and guided daily. You are watched over and protected daily, as far as your spiritual journey allows. The painful emotion you feel when saying goodbye are what stops you from being aware of your loved ones in spirit right next to you. From this moment on, still your mind from chatter and worry. Tell it that you have decided to try something new. You will simply believe that your loved ones in spirit are right by your side. Then believe it with all your might. Once you make this commitment, you will heal and strengthen your connection to the spirit world. And from that moment on, your happiness and healing begins on a deeper level. My dear friend, there is no such thing as coincidence. Spirit knows exactly where to gently lead your heart and eyes to send you sublime messages, anyways, beautiful messages and signs that you are loved, guided and protected. So you can take a screenshot of that and see. See if you can take a screenshot of that. Maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, it's there. If you've got the book, it's 108. The first part was phenomenal, eh? When you realize what we've just talked about, you can't deny it. Cannot be denied. Out of all this book, out of all these pages, what did I just say to you 5 minutes ago? I said exactly what this says. There is more to life than the facts and logic from our minds. I mean, that is what we just talked about. That is the power of these messages. So I'm going to just take a few minutes and just ask you to write something what you felt about that message. What does it mean to you? What did that message mean? I know it was self-explanatory, but what did it mean to you? Was there anything there that would help you in the coming days, weeks, that it may be some guidance in your life? What did you take from it? That's all. What did you take from that message? Absolutely. Absolutely beautiful and so true. Never alone. Never. There is always hope in your own world, for sure. You can make the change. Absolutely. Celebrate spirit, as I do every day, confirms more to learn about the spirit world. Well, you'll never ever stop learning. I've been studying it for 20 years, and the more I study, the more I realize I don't know anything. That's beautiful. It's nice to feel truth when spoken, especially if it's touched and you felt it. You can feel it. It's like a touch feeling, like, wow, I get it. And I got that often, especially when I read for people, giving a private reading. People used to cry mainly all the way through the reading. Even grown men just start crying, and then they'd finish and they'd look at me and say, why did I cry all the way through that? And I'd say, because your heart is opening. That's very kind. Lovely message. It confirms that we journey through life with spirit gently guiding us. That can't be denied in my world. It can't be denied in so many people's world. However, it is, and it always will be. It will be mocked. It will be ridiculed by darkness and the dark forces that work within weak people. It will never be mentioned. It will always be pushed aside, mocked and ridiculed. For anything that is true and pure and close to the healing of this earth will always be buried. And that's something that we have to be aware of. They will fight so hard to stop these truths from coming out. And even that this video is out, it will only attract a few hundred, 1,000 at best. But just the segment of me talking about, men and women with powerful brains, and me talking about that, and it's really difficult to get through. And then you giving me that message, and that message is so aligned to what we just said, because it actually says the same thing. In the world of nonsense, if this wouldn't have been spiritual stuff, and it would have been all over social media, it would have been everywhere. It would have been blown up like, this is amazing. But because it's spirituality, because it's true flow of life, because it's the root of everything of healing the world, it will be denied. If it was religion, that's different. They will bring that in, because religion is, in as far as I'm concerned, that what hides, that what suppresses real spirituality. So yeah, brilliant. So I have another book. Again, if you've not been here before, this is a brand new kind of little show called Let's See. Let's See meaning let's see. And this is another book that I wrote. It's just a little tiny little book. Fits in the pocket as well. And I have to wear my glasses for this. So I would kindly ask for you to give me a number between 14 and 173. I'll pick the first one that comes up. Okay, 33. Loving life. I remember you. Thanks for joining us. You got in there quick. So this is for all of us, but it's also for loving life today. But all of us too. We all take. Okay, what are we going to do today? We're going to read this and we're going to listen carefully. I choose to be happy. I choose to help. I choose to love. I choose to give. I choose to listen to my heart. I choose not to listen to my mind. I choose to not get angry. I choose to not hold on to the past. I choose to believe that everything will be fine. I choose to trust in the universe, for it is only I who can choose what life brings and how I feel. Nice. You can see 33. Very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6. From that, number 6 line down. I choose not to listen to my mind. There you go. Fantastic. Well, to me, it seems that the main message that we're getting today is that we have to realize that the mind is merely a tool. And I keep saying this, your mind is fantastic when you cross the road and look left and right. But other than that, don't ask it questions about your past. Don't ask it questions about your present nor your future. Your mind is not there to give you advice. Your mind is to literally read a book, put the right color clothing on, make sure that you know the right food that you're getting in the fridge. But when you really want to ask those deeper questions, you sit, you meditate, and listen to your consciousness. And start today to begin and recognize the difference between both. Most people on planet Earth have now lost their connection completely, and they do not know what their consciousness is, or even when it speaks to them. Their brain has become so loud that their spirit is sad, and that sadness they feel is what they believe is depression. And if you could see my clients over these past 20 years, from depression to listening to their consciousness rather than their mind that sends them crazy, that depression disappears with a simple healing session. And how we do that as a healer, if some of you here know, what we do as pure energy healers, we focus on the heart and we blast the heart with energy. And you strengthen that heart just like the violin. You're tuning it up, blasting it, and then all of a sudden, when the heart speaks, you can hear it. And that's why they've been after the heart. That's why they've been after the heart. Okay. I also created another deck of cards. That's these angel cards. So I'm going to close my eyes and see what this deck has to offer. Okay, I'll show you straight away. There you go. What we got today. I have to put these spectacles on, goggles on. Okay, these milk bottle bottoms. Okay, angel of grounding. Are you listening to your message today? Some nice messages today. All your love and energy have brought me here today. I am your angel of grounding. I want to take your hand today and walk you into Mother Nature and ask you to simply lie on earth and allow her to heal and ground you. Once this is done, simply keep your feet firmly on the ground. You are healed. Trust that this journey and where you walk are indeed healing forevermore. So I shall do that tonight. I shall ground myself tonight. And it's a good reminder for all of us, because if you ask me what's one of the most important things to do, is to get your electrical energy back. That's, again, your violin. You've got to tune that violin up, and Mother Earth does that. And not only that, the ancients talk about walking barefoot. The elites even know this. They walk barefoot for 10 or 20 minutes. It not only electrifies your body, but it pulls all the negative energy out. It literally heals you. And not just that, there's so much more that comes with it. Your aging slows down. There's so much to grounding that people have no idea about. Grounding is one of the most powerful things we can all do. Okay. Well, so we shall finish off on one of the tarot cards. I think I'll just mix, just to spread and mix a little bit, because I think I haven't done that. I normally do that before I come on. So what this is just a little heads up for today and how we feel and what we get from it. It isn't directed in any way. I'm not asking any question. I'm just seeing what the cards have to offer in the sense of a message for all of us today. whether it's related to you or me, somebody will certainly understand it and get it very powerfully, hopefully today, whether you're watching it on live now or on playback. So I'm just going to choose this card. Okay, there you go. So this card relates to the power within. It relates to the power that we hold, and more so the power that we suppress. Suppressing power, suppressing our voice causes a dark energy. That dark energy then is and can be a manifestation of illness and sickness. Sometimes when we do not express ourselves and we hold back because we fear repercussion in any way, it causes great harm, and it can actually change our mind. Our mind kicks in and hears this, and then you'll find yourself repeating this more and more, and then the mind will get so used to it that it will believe, as a computer that it is, that this is how the action should be. So it is true to say that healing the throat is very important, and I'm hearing this through this card. And most earth angels have issue in throat. That is the truth, because of darkness. So today the message is clear. If you want your life to change, if you want your life to be happier, stronger, more powerful, and more abundant, then you have to speak your truth. Truth is the only thing that is left in this world. When truth is suppressed, darkness shall come. So shine your light, speak your truth, don't be frightened, and you'll find that actually it was the best thing you ever did. So from my heart to yours, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Take care. Until tomorrow. Ciao for now. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining.